Hello, hello, hello. It is Monday, March 30th, and we are here for our daily dose of conversations of support. Um, every day I come on live, we share encouragement, we support one another, we get to talk about difficult topics, we talk about fun topics, but it all ends in support. So, hope everybody is doing well. Today's topic is all about peace. If you're just joining me, my name is Laura, and I am here to have conversations of support. And with today's topic being all about peace, finding it in this midst of chaos and change, I'm seeing a lot of non-peaceful people out there today. So I think this is a important topic to talk about. How do we find that peace? I'm trying to open up there we go. How do we find that peace when everything feels like it's been turned upside down? It's not going smoothly. Things are totally different than what we've been used to. But all I can say is the first thing that peace begins with a smile. So I share my smile with you. I hope you can share a smile with someone else out there. I know in Maryland, that's where I am. I'm on the Eastern Shore, though currently not at our second home in Ocean Pines. We will probably be heading back to our full-time home in about 2 weeks. At that time, I'll be up in Harford County. But for right now, we're still on the Eastern Shore, but we're all in Maryland. And Governor Hogan just made an announcement that starting tonight, we should all be following a stay-at-home order, which I know that's going to be causing a lot of people some extra stress right now. I think we need to remember not to panic. That we can find peace in all of this. He is not closing like the grocery stores and everything like that. So you don't need to rush to the store immediately. You can still go get your food. You can still go to the pharmacy to get your medicines and things like that. But you're not supposed to be out there just shopping. Okay, and we shouldn't have been just out there shopping anyway, or visiting with all of our friends and things like that. So um, I think in all of this turmoil, this is after 2 weeks of being, if you've been following it, confined to your home, it's starting to hit a lot of people, right? Aren't we all getting a little bit cranky and a little bit more stressed and not feeling that peace that we might normally feel? But just remember that nobody can bring you peace but yourself. So you have to choose whether you're going to let the overwhelming feelings control you, or you're going to acknowledge them, feel them, and then figure out a solution on how to accept them and be able to pull that peace in for yourself. Um, uh, with this new order and everything, I know it's causing a lot of stress. And for all of our teachers and everything, schools in Maryland have been shut down now until for basically the whole month of April, right as of right now. And we're just getting started. Some counties are more prepared to handle this remote learning versus others. I think it's very obvious now that, maybe it shouldn't have taken a crisis to get us all to support the schools and ask for full funding in wherever you live. If you live in Worcester County like I am right now, have you been advocating for your schools and your teachers to be fully funded? I do not know numbers on the Worcester County, so I can't quote anything there, and I'm not a big numbers person for Harford County, but I do see the papers, I do see the reports that like Harford County is rated last. Did we really expect them to be able to have everything in place for a major crisis like this when excuse me, all of these last many years we haven't been fully funded? So this is the time to go out there and start advocating. If you've never voiced your thoughts about your appreciation for the school system and the teachers, do it now. But just keep in mind, find that piece of dealing with a packet of papers that you're not sure how to deal with, you need to just take a breath. Go slow with it. Take one piece at a time. We don't need to solve all the answers today. And we don't need to have everything settled and figured out all in one fell swoop. You know what I mean? God does provide for us, and He is going to provide for us and get us through all of this as well. So if you're feeling stressed today, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, just take a breath for a minute and remember that this too shall pass. And that's not a flippant comment. That is something that I use for myself to know that, okay, I can get from point A to point B and we will still survive it. Serenity is not freedom from the storm, but peace amid the storm. So finding a way to cope with all of our changes and all of our new requirements beginning today, let's remember that we're all in this together, that nobody is in here by themselves. So one of the quotes that I found that I really enjoyed was, never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Right? Isn't that amazing? To think that part of our stress is because we want instant gratification. We want answers now. We want to know how to do projects with our kids. We want to know how we're supposed to work, how we're supposed to pay the bills, how we're supposed to do all of this stuff like immediately, right? And it may not be an immediate answer. So don't lose your inner peace over something that we can't really control right now. And the final quote that I have for today is, to find peace, sometimes you have to be willing to lose your connection with the people, places, and things that create all the noise in your life. So if there are other people being negative right now and there's too much negativity, if you've been watching the news too much, just take a step back. Turn off the TV for a little bit. Don't go scrolling through Facebook all the time. Check it, twice a day, not 10 times, right? So remember, we can overload ourselves with information, and that will cause us to lose our peace in this trying times, right? So, let me know what you are doing to help you get through this this time of uncertainty, this time of frustration. Many people are playing dual roles, right? I know I've got one friend on here right now who's one, she's a teacher, but she's a mom. And so she's got two things she's got to do. She's got to try and help remote teach her own students while teaching her own children, and is a wife, and, her husband's still working and everything like that, right? We could all lose it very easily. And it's okay to eat, I mean a whole lot to anybody, but I'm going to joke here and say, I give you permission to have some junk food. I give you permission to have that, whatever drink it may be of your choice right now. It's at almost 2:00 in the afternoon, so that's good. I don't recommend starting at 9, but eat that chocolate if it makes you feel better for a minute, but just remember, everybody's playing multiple roles right now, and everybody's got to try and figure out how to make it work. You've got multiple kids all trying to do this packet, and use one computer, it's okay. So just remember to breathe, to take a moment to digest everything. Thank you, Miss Ashley. I care about you guys a lot. Your family means a lot to me, and I appreciate that. But I'm just I'm just a little old person in the grand scheme of things. Just trying to keep the encouragement here, because I see so many people so upset right now, and I just know it's frustrating. I mean, even from my own family's perspective, we're tired of being at home too, I've got to wait 2 weeks before we can come home, make sure our youngest has, kind of self-quarantined herself from everybody, so that we know when we come home, we can come in the house, and then she won't have to be by herself. So if I can, help her get through that, then, we'll be able to conquer this for the rest of the month. I know I can't stay at the beach forever. I do have to come home, but you know what I mean. So I know a lot of people wouldn't take what I have to say seriously, and that's okay. The people who this resonates with, or will appreciate, that's fine. That's who I'm talking to, and God will put those people in this path, and I feel like today we really do need the peace. We need to remember, we don't have to panic shop just because at 8 o'clock tonight, starting tomorrow, then, that we're not going to be able to just go out and about, and we shouldn't be meeting up with friends in the park and stuff like that. Oh, well, you tell me what time you want me to do this every day, Ashley. I appreciate that, and I hope I know I'm always still trying to figure out what time to come on, and I kind of vary. But you tell me when your lunch break, your step away from the computer break will be, and I'll come on just for you, and we'll get you through another couple of minutes of non-stress time, right? And I know it's hard for me. I know I can't speak a whole lot about the schoolwork and the packets that Harford County has given out on all of that, because I don't have any children in the school system anymore. They have all graduated and all of that, but yet, I am a PTA advocate. I'm going to still advocate for all the students, and maybe that's what we need to keep in mind too, that just because our kids graduate doesn't mean we have to stop advocating for our school systems to be fully funded and to be able to be prepared for something like this. I know I never expected to live in a pandemic time, right? None of us have, that I'm aware of. Maybe our parents, but but to get through this, we're going to have different things, and one of the pieces that we need is to find that peace. And to find that peace, we need to just take a step back every now and then and let things have a chance to unfold. Let the teachers have a chance to call their students. Let the school system hear the questions and the complaints and the suggestions from parents. Sometimes to be able to find a better peace manner is to be able to, if you have a complaint, offer a solution. If you're a kindergarten parent, then ask for something that's kindergarten related. Ask them to explain it to you. If you're a high school parent, ask them to give you better direction for your high school kids, and not just a blanket, generalization and all of that. Let them know that grouping grades was not the way that was going to make any of our parents feel comfortable and successful, right? But if we can offer them a solution, if we can say, we are looking for this type of examples, A, B, and C, then that's a more positive way to do it, instead of just being determined to just, focus on the negatives of everything. And I know it's so easy, and it gets it out. So if you need to focus on the negative today, do it. Get it out, be done with it, right? And then tomorrow, find the positives on what we can do. Find the positives that, okay, our kid has read this book already, they'll enjoy rereading it, things like that. Take an opportunity to talk to your neighbor by phone, of course, or text or email, and or through the fence, like what was that show? I can't remember now. Oh, it left my head. I can't think of Tim Allen was in it, and I can't remember the neighbor who always stood on the other side of the fence, right? That's what we need to be doing now. We need to still have our fence barriers when we talk, but work together and say, okay, mama, I need some help with this, and figure it out together. If we're not getting the answers from the school system we need, find your peace by finding a parent who maybe has more knowledge in a certain topic than you do. If they're better at math and you're better at the language arts, then flip-flop and set up some kind of visual learning on your own. We can do our own FaceTime, we can do our own Skype, we can do our own Zoom, things like that. So I want to encourage you to find your peace today. And I feel like with the announcement that the governor has, everybody is just now feeling like even more, somebody described it as, a friend of mine described it as more claustrophobic. And that is very true. And I guess this is going to be a great way for us to get over our fears, right? And we need to be realistic but calm. So, if you have ideas on how to do that you want to share with others, things that work for you, that maybe don't work for me, or if the things that I do don't work for you, but could help somebody else, feel free to post them in the comment section. Let me know what you would like to talk about tomorrow, and we'll get that ready and set up. You can always private message me or put it in the comments if there's another topic that you would like. My topics daily are God-led, so whatever he moves me to find information about, that's what I do. So until then, I want maybe go outside, soak up some natural vitamin D, breathe, relax, let it go, find your inner peace and hold on to that feeling. And then tomorrow, we will be back on to have another one of our conversations of support. Okay, so I believe in each one of you. I have faith in you that we will be able to get through this. I pray each of you stay healthy. I pray each of our essential workers stay healthy, and that we can conquer this in a timely manner, all safely and happily. And until then, blessings to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, have a wonderful day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.